It is my pleasure to introduce everybody to the first inductee to our Hall of Fame, Sebastian Kerry, who became a member by clicking on the join button just below a Target Wrestling video. You can do the same and gain access to exclusive wrestling matches and all kinds of other benefits. Just click the join button below.
What an absolute cracking first match. Everyone enjoy that? I did until the end, so there's no need, Shay, there's no need. It's twice you've done, then you get a bit crazy back there. Right, so our next match main event, well it's not a main event, but it is in my eyes, it's going to be my favourite. But let's bring out our referee for this, ladies and gentlemen. It is you and I! Give the ref some love, come on. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this will probably be my favourite of the evening, because I love a bit of craziness. This is the Medallion rules match! And in this match, guys, anything goes, but pinfalls must happen there, in that ring, okay? So let's introduce to you our first competitor. This match was named after him. So let's bring out, ladies and gentlemen, Medallion!
A man who is quite literally steeped in Target Wrestling history. A man that strikes fear into the Target Wrestling roster like no other. Is it even a man? Is it a machine? It's some kind of beast. It's Medallion. He's the only man in Target Wrestling history to have a match named after him. A Medallion rules match essentially means that there isn't really any rules to be adhered to, apart from, quite rightly, as the ring announcer Jan just mentioned, the fact that you need to be looking at pinfalls in the ring. Other than that, pretty much anything goes. And after what happened last month here in Box Arena, I have unplugged my laptop and I am ready to get out of Dodge if anything at all comes anywhere near me this evening. So this proves or promises to be an incredibly violent contest.
And his opponent, he is the King of Megacon, Jimmy T!
There he is, baby, the heart of Target Wrestling. Look at this place go unhinged for Jimmy T. You've got to love the heart of Target Wrestling. Where did this all start, you might ask? How did this all start, you might ask? That's right, it started when Jimmy T became the king of Target Wrestling in a King of the Ring style tournament at Megacon. The Megacon King, technically, is what we are calling our resident heart of Target Wrestling. The volume in here has kicked up a notch this evening, and no wonder the atmosphere is absolutely fantastic. Now keep an eye on the action. I'm gonna have to be mobile because this match could literally end up going anywhere, and I promise you it probably will. The young referee Ewan has his work cut out for him in his first proper build event here in Box Arena. In a Medallion rules match, Ewan will have to do his best in his very young refereeing career. Now, as I was saying, Jimmy T became the king of Comic-Con a few months ago. Defeating Medallion in the final of the Comic-Con King tournament. And oh my God, this contest has got off to a very violent start, and I think it's a sign of things to come. A great exchange, a fantastic move from Jimmy T. A Medallion scrambling. We haven't seen Medallion in Box Arena since they defeated the Dark Cloud, the Video Nasty Rory Coyle, and has since disappeared for a little while. Has come back with a chip on his shoulder to try and quite literally kill Jimmy T. Medallion is obsessed with shiny things, and Jimmy T's crown is one of those shiny things. Look at that baseball slide. Takes Medallion out to the outside. Jimmy T has the ability to go flying through those ropes, but he might come flying off the apron here if Medallion isn't careful. And there he goes. Oh, Medallion's caught him up on the apron. Where's he going to put it? Oh, barricade! Into the barricade. A barricade bomb from Medallion completely takes out Jimmy T. Those steel barricades. The impact has completely stopped the momentum of Jimmy T. I mean, listen to the impact of that shot. The front row crowd getting every penny's worth of administration, hearing those slaps echoing through those ears tonight. Jimmy T desperately tries to get away from Medallion, who will not let go as he looks to throw him into the stage in front of me here at Box Arena. That stage is no joke. And he goes steaming in, and cannonballs flattens Jimmy T against the wall. From my position, it's difficult to see the impact that might have had on Jimmy T, but from the reaction of Medallion, it looks like it was devastating. Now, how is this fair that Medallion just gets to come in whenever he wants and dictate whatever rules he wants and calls his own matches whenever he wants? It's completely ridiculous that Jimmy T has to be subject to this kind of brutal environment with the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and it might be over already. Oh, it's close, but it's not quite enough. As the action goes back to the ring, thankfully, the Box Arena crowd can breathe a huge sigh of relief. But Medallion is very much in the driver's seat so far in this contest. Medallion with Jimmy T in the corner comes steaming in like a freight train. Flattens Jimmy T like a pancake in the corner. There's some unruly people in the crowd that really dislike Medallion. Do not do that if you come to a Target Wrestling show. Does he want? I think he's coming over here. I think he wants this. Is he going for the chair? He's going for. He looks like he's going to get this supposed chair that's been left out in front of me here. That's been signed by the Target Wrestling roster. It's actually technically a raffle prize for this evening. Let's look out. Medallion trying to wedge that steel chair into the corner. Jimmy T desperately trying to get away as that steel chair has been set up in the corner. Jimmy T reverses it. And Medallion goes head first in. Now Jimmy T looks like he could end it. That might be the end. That's so close for Jimmy T. And would that even be the end if Jimmy T could stop Medallion tonight? Would that be the end of Medallion's rampage? What can Jimmy T do now as he goes off the ropes? Medallion avoids the impact and Jimmy T goes spilling to the outside, does incredibly well to hang on to the top rope. Medallion rams his head straight into the steel exposed post on the apron there. Both men are on the apron, a precarious place for anyone to be. What has Medallion got in mind here? What is about to happen here? Surely not, no. Medallion with Jimmy T on the apron. Jimmy T needs to try and get out of this position because he could end his career if he hits this. Jimmy T hits the T-breaker on the apron, which obviously had a massive effect on Medallion, but to land on the apron back first is not a fun place to land, as this match looks like it's going walkabout and my vantage point has become compromised. Let me see if I can carry on describing the action, see what's going on, as it looks like Jimmy T is climbing up to some kind of barrier there in the audience. He has a member of the audience assisting him to get onto the guardrail. Medallion not aware where Jimmy T is, and Jimmy T goes flying off that barricade. And he is fired up. Medallion is scrambling on the outside as Jimmy T, the much smaller man in this contest, drags him to his feet. And we are back in the ring. This is the only place where a pinfall can occur. Jimmy T wisely rolls Medallion back into the ring. And Jimmy T now wielding the chair right to the ribs of Medallion and then to the exposed back. Steel on spine is no joke. Oh my God, Jimmy T just absolutely planted the chair square on Medallion's head. He's out, and that should be the end of Medallion. What? Medallion kicks out after a chair shot to the head. Steel on skull. Medallion kicked out, and I think it might have just been a 1 count as well when Medallion kicked out. Now where's Jimmy T going? He's on the outside and he's playing under the apron somewhere. I still can't believe that Medallion managed to kick out. I really can't. Oh my God, there's a ladder. All the toys under the ring and Jimmy T selected a ladder. Jimmy T, what's he going to do with the ladder here? Where's he going to set it up? What's he got in mind? Just ramming it into the ribs of Medallion, keeping the big man down. Jimmy T sets the ladder up in front of the turnbuckle. And what has he got in mind? Is he about to climb? He is climbing. He's going to the top of the ladder. And we might see that stomp if Jimmy T can hit. Or is it a swanton? Some kind of knuckle shuffle from the top of the ladder. Can Jimmy T capitalise though? Can Jimmy T somehow roll over and get the pin? Can Jimmy T make this happen? He's in there now. Medallion's not moved an inch. Oh, Medallion kicks out. Medallion somehow kicks out, and I can't believe it. I am stunned just like most of Box Arena. How did Medallion, how is Medallion still, what's that? That Jimmy T has. It looks like builder blocks. Now we've all experienced that where you stood on a loose builder block that's just been astray on the floor and you weren't expecting it. But imagine landing on a pile of them, the jarring impact that that might have. Jimmy T waiting for Medallion. Well, what does Jimmy T have in mind? Medallion with a separation. Has Jimmy T up, and the builder blocks are centre of the ring. Can Medallion hit the bullseye? Press slam. And look at those blocks are just sticking in the back. Sticking in the back of Jimmy T. He will regret bringing it. Might be it now. Jimmy T will regret bringing those toys out the toy box. Medallion can't believe it. I think I've just been hit with a stray builder block that was wedged into Jimmy T's back. As Medallion goes up to that second rope, he's being distracted by the crowd and Jimmy T's up there. And did you hear the impact of that chop? As Jimmy T goes up, has an idea. Well, what is he thinking? What is he thinking here? From the top rope, Hurricane Rana onto the builder blocks. Amazing impact from Jimmy T. He still has builder blocks sticking out of his back, and surely if he can crawl into the pin, surely that's going to be enough for Jimmy T to defeat Medallion. No! Medallion somehow is still in this contest. Listen to Box Arena rally behind Jimmy. They know there's more in the locker. They know there's more Jimmy T can do as he's crawling towards the top rope. Medallion pushes the referee, which causes Jimmy T to slip, and he's in a position where nobody really wants to be in. What's Medallion got in mind now as he looks menacingly towards the steel ladder? It sets it up on that second rope. What has he got in mind with Jimmy T all the way on the other side of the ring? Medallion's calling for the end. Surely not. Jackknife. Jackknife powerbomb. From corner to corner, the ladder just almost snapped in half over the impact. Jimmy T's dead. Jimmy T's dead. And Medallion has done.
And here is your winner, Medallion.
We need some medical assistance. Surely we need some medical assistance to come out now. There needs to be some PTs to come and save Jimmy T, because I just can't believe what we've seen here. Medallion, the obvious winner in the contest, takes the mic.
Now I said I was going to end Jimmy T, and I'm going to do it.
What does that mean? I think this means it's not the end of Jimmy T's night. What do those words mean from Medallion? The ominous words. Oh my God! Oh my God! Surely that's not legal. Surely that's not allowed. Why is nobody doing anything about this? Oh wait! There's Tribal! There's Tribal! Tribal's gonna do something about this! The gorilla in the mist, going toe to toe with Medallion to save his best friend in Target Wrestling, Jimmy T. Medallion is crawling away, and thank Christ for that, because I did see some barbed wire hanging around backstage, and that barbed wire is no joke. Thank God Tribal made a heroic. What does Medallion want? Medallion wants his crown.
Well, there goes your winner, Medallion, looking for a crown, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's give it up to the man who put his body literally through everything. Jimmy T!
Well, thank God for Tribal for coming out and making the save on Jimmy T, because it looked like it was very quickly going to be the end of Jimmy T for a very long time. The jackknife powerbomb from turnbuckle to turnbuckle, and I'm surprised that Jimmy T can even walk. What a fantastic contest that has been. Plenty more to come. Do not forget to like and subscribe.